Hi, let's get to the daily routine when you have limited amount of time. I will repeat some of the things that I already said in the previous videos. I didn't expect that those three things that we are covering here, that they are so connected. And some ideas simply jump to my mind in the places that I didn't expect they will. For example, all the things regarding sketchbook and drawing in every single time space. I was thinking about that more regarding the daily routine. But yeah, if you are going from the all or nothing mindset, then you are closer to actually closer to learning process. And learning process is a daily routine. Because you can either draw once in a while, and that most likely always also be fun, but it will not be a process of learning of something that they call to internalize the concepts. Because like Marco Bucci in the video I sent you said, sometimes you will get know some concept, some cool idea, some cool approach to anatomy, perspective, to even to exercises, daily exercises. But it takes some time to internalize that, to put it in your head and make it stay there, let's say. All right, so a little of a few reminders. Reminder number one: always have your sketchbook with you. As you can see, again, this is a page from the printed page I got from someone, and I have tons of that, right? Because no one likes to have simply companies don't use both sides most of the time. Some of them do, but if you have friends that are working in some companies and they you can ask them if they have printed pages with no, of course, no some secret data, the confidential data, and they can simply share with you that paper. It's always a great source of paper that you can use for simple exercises. So, well, sketchbook is number one, right? To have it always with you, or as often as you can. The second thing are simply the supplies that you can take with you. This is, let's say, the set, maybe not this and not this. Those are additional. And I don't have my pencil. Well, okay, let's take it as an example. This set plus the rubber, I have it here. I have a cool set of rubbers. They are where it is? Oh, here it is. They are tiny, easy to carry, easy to hide, and they are quite cool and useful. And the rubber. So this is my basic set of supplies I'm carrying with me and I'm using on my daily basis. You need to build up your own. right set of tools that you like, that you are using at the particular point of time. I don't find useful carrying out everything always, perhaps because I know that what kind of supplies I use for certain kind of exercises. Yeah, but I figured that out on my own, simply after a while. All right, so supplies is obvious. The second part, based on a daily routine, it depends on how much time you can spend a day, and then we can talk about a little bit about exercises that you can use. If you are very limited, or this is my approach, okay, so this is how I tend to act. I like to do the warm-up at the very beginning, and depends on how much time do I have. I'm doing the warm-up from the character design course by Scott, right? So 1 page of circles, like something like this, and I will tell you why I'm using the felt pen, not pencil. So 1 page of circle. What I'm thinking about my shoulder, actually. I'm not thinking about the circle itself. I'm thinking about my shoulder. And now a little tip I can say, this place is uncomfortable. Okay, let's move it so you can see it. This place is uncomfortable for my hand, right? Because this thing is here. So when I'm, for example, in a train, I tend to turn the sketchbook and I'm continued, so I have more space beneath my hand, so I can lay down on the sketchbook and try to draw as from my shoulder as I can. Sometimes it's more possible, sometimes it's not. Why I'm doing 3 circles? Because it's because I have always the feeling of wasted paper when I don't cover that as much as I can. Okay, that is an exercise for something else. And I used to do something like this. I use the covered side for the warm-ups, and then the second page is the page of ellipses. This is my own, let's say, version of this exercise because I call it a motorcycle tire exercise, but it's fun. After a while you can experiment and you can achieve a different set of effects in this simple exercise. So you can make a bigger ellipse and then smaller on one side, and then you can check what is the effect when you put it here, and then another one when you put it on top, when you make those like this, right, and like this, and few things you can practice. This is remarkable when I figured that out, that doing one exercise, a warm-up exercise, gives me the opportunity to practice several things at the same time. One is being fluent, loose, right? Drawing loosely, like Scott said, drawing loosely. Keeping my wrist locked, not tight, but locked. This slight difference. And about hardware, we will talk about hardware in a separate video. but keeping in mind the wrist and drawing from my shoulder. And after a while I have that cool move, and I like the feeling of that move a lot, just when my wrist is locked. So the second thing is you can practice the sorry. Okay, you can practice some precision, right? It doesn't you don't need to be very focused on that. Just try to have to draw a quick ellipse and then another one as close, not to mess them around. That also is an exercise for the precision, right? I think no one expects from the artist to be, very fast and very accurate, but it is also always a good feeling to have control. That your hand actually is where you want the hand to be. Yeah, so one page of something like this, right? Then I leave an empty page for different type of exercise. The third page will be just long strokes, long lines. Again, to be loose. I'm not going to be an architect, rather not. So I'm not very stressed if those lines are very straight. I'm just trying to do it as straight as perpendicular. No, that's not the right word. This way. I don't remember the word. This is this. Again, another warm-up exercise is point to point. And this exercise is, I found out something very useful. This is my discovery. It might help you. When you want to get from one point to another, it's always also for the precision. As you can see, I'm not always in the spot, but there are a few things. One, Scott showed that you can do the shadow line, so you can have a feeling of that. But I found out that there are two other ways you can approach this. You can make the shadow line slowly putting down the tool and make the line, or you can make a spot and just put okay, you can see that, put the tool on the spot and focus your eye on the spot that you want to go to, right? And I find it quite helpful. What is worth thinking of? For example, in this position, I have a point here and a point here, and when I do something like this, actually I don't see that point because my hand is covering that. Not seeing the place where you want to go is not helpful, at least for me. It's better to make it visible, right? So you know where you go. And I find it quite helpful discovery while drawing different things. So yeah, so my hand, I can see the destination point. And that's as you can see, not all of the directions I'm good at. Sometimes I'm better. Perhaps now I'm a little bit stressed